Yellow page question. Is it safe for a funeral home provider in an extremely competitive market to pull out of yellow page directories? So I should have flipped to the next one here to go on. So I'll briefly cover this. My response is, like, if it's extremely competitive, and even if 10% of the market is still using yellow page ads, then run ads, again, with tracking mechanisms to track their effectiveness. But make sure that you have a direct response style ad, meaning you want to have a client-focused headline. So, it could just be, has someone died in Victoria? And you're just getting this small little yes, right? And if someone hasn't, if they're looking for directions to your funeral home, you know what? They can phone 911 or 411, or search it online or whatever. But, if someone has died and they see an ad, has someone died in Victoria? And then it resonates with, oh yeah, well, yes. So you got that, yes. Now they'll keep reading your ad. And then you have some client benefit headlines of how you're going to care for their loved one, and not all focused about your facility and how long you've been in business for. That can be in the fine print at the very bottom, but have it focused with, we create meaningful services and honor your loved one's life with our video tributes, our custom blankets. And I know that kind of those things are just the small little things as a funeral director, but they don't really care about our caskets, and they don't care about our coaches, even though we polish them all the time and we have a love affair with them. They don't. So we got to focus on what's important to them. And then I'm going to start to sound like a broken record, but we need to have your call to action with your tracking URL and your tracking phone number, and measure it over the course of the year. Also, too, do not use their online paid search offering. So Yellow Pages, they know that I don't know how else I can say it, but they're in a dying business of their print ads, even though they can still be effective for us. So they're trying to sell you the other things like online ads, and they now have these, you pay $300, $400, $500 a month, and you go on rotation for their Google AdWords. The problem is that you have no control over it. You don't get to specifically choose the ads. You can't go in and on a granular level, focus on specific keywords. So, one thing that I found is, and this is just very basic, people searching for funeral home singular versus funeral homes plural. Funeral home singular is usually when they're searching for a specific funeral home name. And so I would not be willing to bid as much money on that, because they could be searching for your competitor's name, funeral home, singular. But if they were looking for Heppell funeral home, and so you can try to bid on competitors' keywords and stuff, and not that it's an awful thing to do, but it's not the most important thing to do. Most important thing is to get the people who are undecided. And so, but people who are searching for funeral homes, usually those terms are with the geographical location, like funeral homes Chicago, or funeral homes Victoria, or funeral homes Calgary, or funeral homes San Francisco. So you have a lot more control if you create your own Google AdWords program and not to use theirs. If you just want to pay them the money and do it, it's okay. You get a little bit better exposure, but again, you want to be able to track the effectiveness of that. So even if you're going to let them do things like that, give them a specific tracking URL. And I've got videos on that on the website on how to track for ads. You can send them a specific URL. So they're going to give you their metrics, but you want to be having your metrics as well.